Sagittarius, I've been working with your energy for quite some time. I actually recorded your reading weeks ago and I still have it, but I felt like it wasn't the time to put it out, or it wasn't meant to go out. Maybe it'll go out at another time, or I don't know what I'll do with it exactly, but Spirit's having me hold that one back and sitting with your energy longer. Maybe it was just like a little bit of a precursor into this energy. But there's a lot of information coming through for you, and I haven't exactly woven it all together. So this is your warning right now. If you're coming in for me to tell you a clear-cut narrative right out of the gates about something, that's probably not going to happen. I'm going to be wandering, going on a journey here with you. We have Neptune coming out as the theme of the reading, and I do feel like we are navigating through some Neptunian energy. Also, really interesting about this card coming out for you is last night I was laying in bed and I channeled something for you, which I wrote down here at 2:02 in the morning. And I was thinking, it's interesting that I'm waiting for Sag's reading, and I looked at my own chart, my own astrology, to see what was going on. And right now, 111, as I'm filming for you, my moons are my natal moon and the moon that is transiting right now are conjunct, and they're in direct opposition to Jupiter and Neptune, which are also conjunct or pretty close for me in Sagittarius. So there's something about like a line of energy from your emotional intuition and awareness into more cosmic understanding of what's going on in your life right now. Okay, so there's something here that is like flowing in and out of an emotional state, and then you get like divine guidance and intuition, then it goes in like a more emotional place and back and forth. And I think that's a good thing. It's working for you right now. Things are expanding as well when it comes to your downloads, but it's expanding at such a quick rate. Like the information keeps coming in that it's like every time I try to follow a line, it seems to branch off into something else, and it just keeps branching and kind of like a tree. It just keeps growing and growing. And that's interesting because one of the channeled messages that I got for you here was that I saw somebody sitting under a tree, and it's like through the leaves you can see the sun peeking through. And I got with that a knowingness that all will be all right. And this came in relationship to a number I channeled, which was number 47. And I had gotten the number 42 for Capricorn earlier in their reading, and somebody commented that it could represent a hexagram in the I Ching. And so when I got 47, I thought, oh, maybe I should look at the hexagram for that. And people have been commenting all over the place about I Ching, and I was like, yeah, I haven't really looked at that stuff in a while. So if you don't know what that is, have a look into it. It's Chinese divination with coins. It's pretty ancient. And that also came in here. One thing is developed, the other has remained in its archaic form. Okay, so I looked at the hexagram 47, and it's translated to the energy of oppression. But I feel like the oppressive energy that you may be tapped into or that you're dealing with is something around you. It could be like a collective of people or something. I don't know. There's something that you're kind of navigating through, I feel, that is quite weighty on your soul, I'm hearing. It's bringing up something from the unconscious for you to look at. Like there's that Neptune, I'm seeing the line between Neptune and the moon. Okay, I know this is kind of all over the place, but I'm just hoping that it's going to make sense for someone that it needs to connect with, okay? Then I got, what else? Oh, you might not be believed, or someone around you might not be believed about something they've said, but it's important that you or they remain true to themselves. And then I heard there's only two. So what I channeled here last night at 2:02 was your morality cuts through the illusion that lays itself thick on the skins of those who have lost their moral compass. So there's something about your integrity and your morality that's just like, if you're presented with something that's an illusion, in a sense where it's trying to trick you, you're able to just like slice through that just based on like following your moral compass. You're very perceptive about other people's attunements in terms of like what they value and what they don't value, where their energy is coming from, where they're trying to go. And you might not be able to provide evidence to support your gut feeling or your intuition, but if you line up your morals with someone else's morals, okay, the way you would ethically handle something and the way someone else would ethically handle something, you'll see that these lines don't run parallel. You'll see that this other person or this other thing is not in resonance with your morals, and your morals represent the highest good of all. 533. I'm telling you, the energy is like, I'm hearing snickerdoodle. I don't know what that's about. I also heard scarlet, the number 9, and then big line here under investigate. There's something that you're supposed to be investigating. I also got the color blue and something about having a rebel nature. The energy supporting you at this time, we're going to pull out some more tarot in a second. Magnolia. This is a beautiful card, and this talks about healing, luck. I don't believe in luck. I believe in karma, good karma. So there's something coming back around to you, but you're being supported here. There's some success that you are reaping. There's also something about the frequency of forgiveness coming through. So perhaps you've forgiven yourself for something, or maybe you've forgiven someone else, but there's a contract, a bond that has broken down, that's been released because of the frequency of forgiveness. This is leading more and more to your success. You see the butterfly here. Could also be a moth. But it's coming. I've been having some interesting things with moths lately, and I think a few other readers have as well. But it's like, yeah, you're rising here. You're rising, okay? It's a transformation. And in your challenge position, we have winter in reverse. So you're coming out of hibernation. And it was funny because I don't know if you saw it when I held up my iPad to the camera, but the song came through last night, Bullet with Butterfly Wings. And I don't know, I looked at the lyrics, but I think there's just it's maybe that's just a message for someone. If you want to listen to that message or read the lyrics, if you feel guided, go ahead. I'm just going to leave them out though, but I thought I'd tell you anyway. Okay, if you're still here, thanks for allowing me to channel the energy and work through the energy as I do. And let's see what Spirit has to say to you. Yeah, I just got a notification that said, do you notice 2? And then it was like somebody commenting, but I couldn't see the rest of their comment. Do you notice 2? And I heard there's only 2. There's only 2. Only 2 paths, only 2 people. I don't know what that is. Okay, so let's see if we can weave this together with your reading here. Whew. All right. Tell me more about the theme of the reading, Spirit, for Sagittarius. The witching hour, spirit work, mystery, and the unknown. I do feel like we're investigating here. I just listened to something that was pretty interesting, and it's coming up now. And that is about the witching hour, which is usually thought to be, I think it's like around 3 to 5 or something like that in the morning. And the person was talking about this witching hour, and the reason why it's considered an hour where there's so much magic and divine communion that can be had with spirit is because the earthly plane, the earthly realm, is asleep. You know, that devil energy that represents the earth and all the materiality and all the hustle and bustle and all the egos and everything, all of that is sleeping, presumably, at that hour. Maybe just in your area, too, where you live. Interesting. So there's something about that time, 3 to 5 in the morning, that is very significant. And this is Neptune here, your dream state. So you could be waking up in those times with significant dreams, or you're able to do something in your dream state at those times. Spirit work. You're doing spirit work. Something has come. I feel like your Neptune has come out of hibernation. I'm getting your ability to cross-channel. I don't know what that means. Cross-channel. The letter J could be significant hidden paths, awareness, mindfulness, and self-mastery, cross-channel. Maybe you're going down a different path to investigate something. Okay, let's get the tarot out and see what else Spirit wants to say to you. I'm seeing fingers. Careful you don't burn or cut your fingers, I'm getting. I'm hearing take care of it if you do. Maybe put some aloe vera on it. I don't know why spirits. Anyways, let me turn this off. It's distracting. Okay. The letter T also for Sagittarius spirit, coming out of hibernation. There's only two. There's only two what? Let's find that out. There's only two what? For Sagittarius, there's only two what? Judgment. Awakenings? There's two significant awakenings in your life. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yes. Okay? Yes. There are two significant awakenings. So maybe you're thinking like, okay, I'm down with the spiritual stuff. I'm probably going to be going through a massive awakening again, and that's going to involve a tower moment, some upheaval, but Spirit's saying there's only two awakenings. So are you on your first or your second? That's for someone, okay? Make this awakening count. This awakening that you're currently in is one where you have to investigate. And it has something to do with investigating oppressive energy. Can you tell me more about that? I guess we're freestyling a little bit here. Can you tell me more about the investigating the oppressive energy? Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, the Magician. Yeah, hold on, there's a lot here. 7 of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. Holy moly, this is clear. 5 of Swords at the bottom. Investigating oppressive energy. Hold on. I'll show you in a second. This reminds me of the energy that came through in that reading I did. I think it was in last August or so. It was something about the storm coming in, and I filmed like the hailstorm that happened during the reading. I'll link it in the box that pops up at the end of this video, because there's something about that coming through again. The number 8. Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, investigating oppressive energy. Well, this is exactly what you're doing. But see, it's like I don't feel like you're in the thick of the oppressive energy. I feel like you're an outsider looking in. One thing has developed, the other has remained in its archaic form. Perhaps you have developed in your awakening, and what you're investigating is still archaic. Look, we have this dragon, right? Which is kind of, I mean, it's mythological, but it's kind of archaic in nature. An archaic oppressive force. I'm hearing bullies. I don't know. Maybe you're dealing with that kind of situation. Okay, so you're investigating this oppressive energy, and you have a knowingness that all will be all right. You're in a state of harmony and balance, but it's like you're coming out, I'm hearing with the big guns, metaphorically, you're coming out like of hibernation to do something about this. Your morals, your ethics, your awakening is, your role is to investigate. Hold on. Okay. And then the Magician after the Tower to the 7 of Cups. I feel like you investigate some oppressive situation. The other word that came through for oppressive in this book, hexagram 47, is exhaustion. So you might be seeing people exhausted around you. You could be picking up that energy. You could feel exhausted. But you're going to transmute this energy with the Magician into, like, I feel like you're breaking up something the branches again into all of these possibilities. You're opening timelines, I feel, for people, or maybe for yourself. I feel like you're exposing maybe even a force that has been trying to keep someone down and oppressed. Could be someone in your life doing this to you or others around you, but there is a certain level of exposure here. But I don't feel like it's coming through in an obvious way. Page of Cups. No, it's kind of subtle. It's kind of gentle. Tell me about this exposure thing. Mischief and mayhem, freedom, surrender, and abandon. You could be exposing something simply by leaving it behind. I'm hearing give them enough rope. You could also be exposing someone or a group of people by just allowing them to continue doing what they're doing and not try to intervene and help them or save them from their own karma. And it's like, I'm seeing water going down a drain like this. It's like, it's only a matter of time until their luck runs out or the good karma that they've borrowed has run out. This is a person or a group of people who's taking from other people. And like maybe it's energy, but feeding off of it in some way. Or money, it could be. Look, Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords. You're definitely bringing this to an end. You're not meant to be quiet. But I feel like it's interesting though, because I don't feel like this is like you, I don't know, calling the newspaper up and running a front page story on this shit that's been going on over here. It's not that kind of exposure. It's not that kind of speaking your truth. It's more, what's the word I need here? It's more what? Page energy again, Page of Wands. It's more like your absence is the exposure. Or you just cutting it off with someone or ending something like indefinitely reveals quite a bit. That's you coming out of hibernation, actually. Is you saying, I have success, good karma, moving towards my dharma. It's my second awakening. Like, I'm not going to waste my energy on this. Mischief and mayhem. I've investigated the situation, what I needed to investigate. I've shown the possibilities of what's happening here, maybe to myself or to others. I've exposed the illusion. And now I'm done with it. Okay? Is that making sense to you? I feel like this feels so big. Let's see what your opportunity is in all of this. Sagittarius. The moon, too. Okay, hold on. The moon. The moon. What do you want to say about the moon? The moon in opposition of Neptune. That can mean a lot of things to different astrologers. But it can be about, it goes back to this, like not being believed. It's like something. I also have this written down. Something you couldn't have predicted with absolute certainty, but felt will happen. It's like with Neptune and the moon, it's like you just know, but maybe you can't properly express it or people aren't just believing you. Sorry, there's like a hair stuck on my sticky. lip gloss. Maybe someone's stuck on what you're saying. Okay, let's see. What was I asking here? The moon. What is up with the moon energy coming through? The Magician. The Magician twice. Flying. The Ghost. And the Path. Wearing skirt. The Ancestor. Yeah, I feel like you've ghosted a path, a timeline. But, like, can I bring this in I mean, okay. We all have in some way, Spirit, but what? What's the opportunity? King of Cups. Emotions again. It's something about like feeling very certain and stayed in your emotions. Like knowing that what you feel is connected to cosmic divine guidance, wisdom. So that advice that you might get, like, be rational, don't be emotional about this, might not actually gel for you. Because there's something about your emotional state that connects you to your ancestors or connects you to Neptune, to a knowingness, a deep, deep knowingness that can cut through illusions. Your emotions are also activated quite a bit when someone is immoral or does something unethical. And it doesn't mean that you like lash out and you're out of control. No, but it's like something shifts within you. It's like when someone goes against something that, you know, isn't for the highest good of all, like including your highest good, it's like something just shifts in you. I'm seeing a branch breaking now. It's like, I don't know. Oh yeah, and here's the tree. I just noticed that now. Okay, let's see. What's the opportunity for Sagittarius? I think I'm going to have to watch this one back. The Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Something's not good enough for you, I feel, with the Four of Pentacles. Look at this boat going up in flames here. It's like the Tower, this oppressive situation or oppressive energy that's around you, is kind of like destroying something that maybe you thought had value at some point, but it actually doesn't. And so you're holding this treasure chest and you're like, but the treasure, what I value, is actually in my hands. It's not in someone else's hands. It's not on this boat. The polar bear could be significant for you. But your abundance or your growth and success is really protected. And I feel like you don't be scared to cut something off or expose something by removing yourself. This could be a workplace, a relationship, a community, anything, like anything. Don't be scared to lose, because you're not going to lose what's truly of value. And I'm seeing these mischief and mayhem people dancing around this fire, kind of celebrating maybe something they think that you've lost or other people's losses, without even realizing that they haven't actually hurt anyone at a soul level. Everyone's soul who's involved is protected. Okay. I'm going to go into I'm going to pull out a oracle card, yes, for more clear guidance, but I'm going to go into an extended. In the extended, we go a layer deeper. I'm going to find out more what this is all about. But the link for that is in the description box below. But if you don't want to come along to that, or you can't for whatever reason, then just trust that you received whatever information you needed to hear. There are quite a bit of like little pieces here and there, and I think that this message won't make sense to everyone right now, possibly. So if it doesn't, it's just maybe not the right time for this message, or it's not your message, so don't worry. But it is for someone. Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. This is the boat that's up in flames. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like you have a plan. I feel like you're very guided and you trust your guidance. You're not just going along with whatever energy wants to put you in whatever situation. You're very like, no, I'm not going down this path. This isn't for me. This is for me. Like, I don't feel that you're a drifter. Now, this probably has a good connotation in some sense, but it's coming out for me as like, as maybe the energy of the people who are up to no good. Let's see. When the drifter appears, it's a sign that it's time to cut the mooring lines holding you to the dock. It's not important to know the destination before you sail. It will become clear as you leave the port. Yeah, but see, it's like somebody's saying that to you. And so you cut the lines, or they want you to cut the lines, but as soon as you do, it goes up in flames. So it's better you stay on the port. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing you didn't, maybe it's an investment. It's a good thing you didn't invest in this. It says, do not wait for a map, as there are none to where you are destined to go, but be sure that you do have a compass to keep you true. What did I say in the beginning? Your morality cuts through the illusion that lays itself thick on the skins of those who have lost their moral compass. Yeah, it's like these people who are steering this boat that wanted you to get on it with them don't have a compass. Be sure that you keep your compass true. Yours is your pure love and your intention to be free, even of your own beliefs and preconceptions. No, I don't know. I just don't feel that. I feel like, there's something about your beliefs and your morals and your ethics that is freeing you. It's not that you need to get rid of them. But this is what somebody else could be saying to you. Be a little bit more flexible, Sagittarius. Just go with it. Give it a chance. I know you don't agree with it, or this isn't, I don't know. I don't think that's what you should do here. That's not the energy I'm feeling. Okay. Yeah, it says here you might not seem to be doing anything worthwhile or meeting someone else's expectations, but you are the only one who understands that others are running full out on the hamster wheel and getting nowhere. Your laziness is an unappreciated virtue. I know this card can be read in a very positive way, and I will read it in that way for someone at some point. But in your reading, if someone's telling you to be lazy, or that exhaustion, right? Like, oh, Sag, you're exhausted. Just like, don't do the things that matter to you. Don't move forward on your path. Just let this thing slide. That's the oppression. That's the oppressive energy that wants to dominate and control. Do not be spiritually lazy at this time, or ethically or morally lazy. Something about fire energy. Remember your fire energy. Okay. as you let your mind wander, releasing it to go on a daily walkabout, call it back home regularly to deliver news from the cosmos. The drifter helps you find what you were looking for even when you didn't think you were seeking anything at all. I do feel like wandering and investigating and drifting in that sense is valuable for you. But I would not frame it as drifting so much so as I would as intentional investigation. Maybe even investigating your dreams. I do believe Spirit is saying that it's important for you to be intentional at this time. Let me pull one more. Anything else here? Direction. Yeah, exactly. Don't drift. Direction. Have a direction. Your compass. Deja vu. We have modern and involution. There's only two. Well, there's only two ways to go. To have direction or to be lost. Which one do you want to be in? I mean, there's a time and place to be lost, but this ain't it, Sag. Something is reminding you of something as well. You could be looking at a situation from the outside, or a group of people, or a person, or even yourself, and it's like you're having deja vu, like, something seems all too familiar here in a way that I'm picking up on something that I don't really want to be involved with. This could be online that you're seeing something, and it's important that you trust those gut feelings. There's so much more I feel like that needs to be said. I don't know why, but I'm feeling guided to pull out a timing card. I have no idea how this relates, but this will be the last card, and then we'll go into the extended. I hope that this helped you. Let me know. Okay. Let's just get one. So maybe you have a question about timing right now in your mind. Think about that question about a timing, like when is something going to happen? I don't know. And let's get the answer. A question about timing. Let me just do a couple more shuffles here. One more. Question of timing. For Sagittarius. Okay, question of timing. Maybe. Okay, maybe. Let's get a couple more. May. Get two more, Spirit. Time will show. We have May and then May. Like maybe and May. And then time will show. And then Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Maybe that means something to you. Maybe it doesn't. I'm seeing going to take a while at the bottom. Okay, I love you so much. I'll see you next time.